Hello everyone, this is Sean here. I'm going to provide a brief demonstration on how to remove the secondary air injection on a 2006 through 2008 Triumph Daytona 675. As you can see, I have done some other work lately where I needed to remove the fairings. I do not believe that this is necessary to access the secondary air injection servo. The first thing you will need to do, however, is to unclip the tank. You'll need to fully remove it. There is a single bolt that will hold it on right here that needs to be slid through. Then there is a sleeve that needs to be pushed out of the tank, and then you are able to lift up the rear of the tank. The next thing you will need to do is you will need to remove these two Allen bolts. They are 5 and they are pretty easy to access. So after that, you can unclip the tank. As you can see, there are multiple electronic clips to the fuel pump, as well as there are 2 overflow lines and also the actual line from the fuel pump itself. So I've already done this. That's pretty easy to do, and it also usually takes the help of someone else to get under the tank and unclip everything while somebody holds it up. Alright, for simplicity, I've already done that, as well as I've already removed the air box. As you can see, it's loose. The first thing you'll need to do is remove these 8 screws along the edges, and oddly enough, they are size 7. You'll also need to unplug the ECU as well, and the intake sensor. Alrighty, now that's off. Now you can see the air filter and the trumpets themselves. The next thing you'll need to do is lift off the entire air box. To do this, you'll need to unscrew multiple screws across the edges, and you'll need to actually unscrew each of the trumpets, and there are 2 screws on each trumpet. Be careful with those. You do not want to strip those screws out. Alright, so now this entire assembly comes off. Slip the airbox lid back on top there. Keep dusting things from getting in there. Alright, now you can see if I open the throttle, you can look straight down into the valves in there. Alright, now the secondary air injection servo is this module right here. So the first thing you'll need to do is when removing the airbox, there's this line here that you'll need to disconnect from the airbox itself. Next, this is just attached by a small little rubber attach point here on a metal bracket that just slides on off. You don't even actually need to unbolt anything here, which is kind of nice. Alright, so that slides off, and this will be connected to these 2 nozzles here. This one and this one. I've already removed them. They are a little bit of a pain. There are some hose clamps on there that you need to first undo. They're just like this one's here. I used a needle nose, pinched them, and they slid right back. So I removed that, and also you'll need to unclip the secondary air injection servo right here from this clip here. So not very hard at all. And then you have this entire assembly out of there. Now the next thing you'll need to do is plug all 3 of those lines. You'll need to plug this here and this here. Now I recommend using a small rubber vacuum hose cap, just like this one. However, it appears that none of the local automotive stores I have around me carried these. So what you need is an ID for the cap to be 1/2 inch. The OD on these, the widest part, is about 1/2 inch. So if you can find them, that'd be great. I wasn't able to. I stopped at Advanced Auto Parts, O'Reilly's, Tyson's, Walmart, and I still wasn't able to find them. So instead what I got was a piece of PVC piping with a 1/2 inch inner diameter here, and I picked this up at Lowe's. Although I don't think this is the best way to do it, it will work. What I plan to do is essentially put some super glue in here, lube it up really nicely, and then essentially fit it on over these lines and basically ensure that that super glue hardens and makes it so it is airtight. And I plan to do that for both of these here. And also on the air box here, I will show you the other tube. It's right here. You can see I already have one of these caps on there. And that is very similar in size to the other ones. I would say 1/2 inch would work. This one may need an actual rubber stopper. This doesn't seem to fit too well sitting next to the airbox here. I may give it a shot and see if I can get it sealed with the super glue, but it may be, it may actually need, I might have to order those online and wait for them to get shipped in. But yeah, there you have it. I hope I'm able to help somebody out that wants to do this modification and hasn't already done it. It's definitely not very difficult. Just need to take your time and go through the process of removing the airbox. That's probably the hardest part, that and essentially unclipping the tank and the fuel line. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. One last thing, you do want to go into Tune ECU. There are multiple videos regarding Tune ECU, so I'm not going to go into that, but make sure you go into Tune ECU. You can use the same exact map if you'd like. Just uncheck the SAI or secondary air injection checkbox in Tune ECU and make sure to reset your throttle position sensor after you have downloaded the map to the computer. Alrighty, well there you have it. I hope I'm able to help somebody out, and like I said, please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe for more how-to videos. Thanks for watching.